Hello, everyone. It's me, Dave. I'm here now. So I've been editing a lot, and I decided to do a video that requires less editing, in which case, this video is a director's commentary of the very first episode of High Guardian Spice Abridged, and maybe more if we get there. I'm here with my friend here, Lord Dread. Say hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes,
Happy to be
he's
here,
here.
and this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'll try not to pause every 2 seconds, but I have a lot of stuff to say, I guess. So we'll
Well,
see.
it's that, and we even if we have made an abridged, it's like there are gonna be jokes that we just couldn't get in, and we just can't help ourselves but tell.
We just can't help. There's a lot of potentially cut content from this first episode. I'll say that much. So then I'll just play the first scene. We can talk over it, and then we'll pause and talk about a bunch of stuff afterwards, and then keep going. How's that?
Yeah, that works.
All right. Well, bam.
Here we go.
Can
This
you believe it,
is
Sage? We're finally heading off to the academy to
dumb
become
and dangerous.
guardians.
I didn't expect this to happen, but here we are, nonetheless.
Turn it down a bit.
I just have one question. What's a guardian?
Well,
One of my favorite jokes still. They just have no
I
fucking idea what they're
don't
doing.
know.
As long as they teach us to match our
Like,
voices.
Hold on, I have to pause. Sorry, because that bothers.
It's already
every-
starting.
Yeah, it begins. It's just like the title. It just replaced decapitations with pausing. A few pauses.
A few pauses.
That's what we're gonna call it. Thumbnail, everybody. Yeah, no, I can't remember why the audio was like that. I think that was one of the rare audio clips you actually used from that I sent you from my phone.
Okay, yeah. So the way we recorded audio for this was wishy-washy. So I'll say, right now, up in front, when I made this first episode, I had no fucking idea what I was doing at all. I had no idea about anything. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this. So when we were putting it together, at first, me and Dread know each other in real life, and he at first was sending me audio clips that he recorded on his phone, and he would send it to me, and then we would get it, but it sounded terrible. So I later had him come over, and we had a microphone, and he just rattled off lines all day, and then we got that done.
Yeah,
But
it took forever for me to actually get a mobile anything done with my phone due to the fact that because I wasn't sure how sensitive the microphone on the phone itself was.
yeah,
So I ended up putting it right up against my mouth, and you could hear me breathing. You could hear me, you could hear,
yeah.
the air pushing against the microphone as especially if I did a word with the letter P involved.
Yeah, every time that happens, you just hear on the microphone. So we had him do it with a mic with a pop filter, so you could actually not hear the wind in every single shot.
Fortunately,
But
that mic is busted.
the audio quality, so the audio and video quality of the first 3 episodes are terrible, and there's a very specific reason why. First, because I didn't know what I was doing, and secondly, the way I got this video, of the thing, the actual episode, was really janky because there was pirating websites did not have this for the first few months after it came out.
We had to go right to the source.
Yeah, nobody wanted to pirate it, so I couldn't just rip the episodes. So what I had to do was go on Crunchyroll, put it in full screen and just record the screen and just let it play, and then I'd cut out the ads, and that's why it looks so terrible. That was my strategy.
Honestly, I think the only reason people started pirating it was just because YouTubers wouldn't stop ripping this thing to shreds.
Yeah.
That's
what gave it all the
the
attention.
only reason I can think of is why you can find High Guardian Spice on pirate websites now.
All right, let's continue.
To our lips, we should be just fine.
I always have trouble with that.
Okay, I'm already pausing immediately again because what you just said there was hilarious. So,
The pausing line,
the joke about
the sinking line.
Yeah, the sinking lips. So I knew right from the get-go that if I actually took the time to sync the lips of everything they were saying across the series, I would genuinely go insane. So I knew I wasn't going to be doing that. Yeah, so I just made it a bit of lore that syncing your words to your lips in this universe is a skill that you need to master, and they haven't learned how to do it yet.
You know what we forgot to do?
What's that?
We forgot to we forgot to tell people what we actually did in the production upon realization. But Oh, too late now.
Yeah. So what I will say about like not syncing the lips, there are some moments when the lips just sync perfectly to what the person is saying. And 9 times out of 10 when that happens, it's entirely unintentional. Like it just sort of happens, and when it does happen, it's like incredible, like it's a mind blown moment.
Throughout the series and making like this abridged series, we've noticed that there are golden moments where timing is just so perfect. It's like horrifyingly hilarious. And then you have moments where the lip syncing is so perfect that it's just nothing but gold.
Yeah. Like the one that I remember off the top of my head is in like one of the later episodes, Rosemary like has a like the creepy face and just says salami while staring at the camera, and it lip syncs perfectly. I did not do that intentionally; it just kind of happened.
So, Rosemary, do you think you can try not to cause any trouble when we get to
God, this
Lingard?
is back when I had
I don't know
no
what you
idea how
mean,
to
Sage.
sing.
I'm just going to learn, exercise, and most importantly,
Consume souls.
And
The
like
very
that
first inclusion.
She is going to kill so many children.
Now,
Right there, that was Satellite recording. He is probably the best voice actor we have, but he's barely available. Like
this,
it takes 10 years to get a line from him. I swear to God.
like you every now and then we'll hear from Satellite, and he'll just disappear from.
Yeah, he'll like
existence for,
return from the
5 years.
ether, just like appearing.
Like the worst part is like we would play D&D with this guy, and we wouldn't have sessions in months.
Yeah, it would be like 10 years in between each session. But
we're gonna be old ass men.
What I
before we
will
even
say
finish the
about
D&D.
Satellite's lines in the first episode, they were incredibly quiet, and we like I think I told him to try and re-record them, and it just didn't work. It was just really quiet, so I just boosted the audio, and it worked fine. So it happened.
Sage, your father and I are hoping for straight A's, and if you can't achieve at least that, we're going to disown you. And also, no new magic. Okay? Honey, I don't think she can pass without using
This was
new
back when
magic.
I was voicing 90% of the characters. Now it's only like 70%.
Now, Rosemary, I'm glad you're
Hold on, wait a
following your
minute. I just
mother's
realized something.
footsteps.
What's that?
Hold on.
Magic.
Wait,
Okay? Honey, I
Wait a
don't
minute.
think she can
Wait a minute.
pass without using new magic. You speak when spoken
Look
to,
at Rosemary's
husband.
eyes.
Now, Rosemary, I'm glad you're following your mother's footsteps. Also,
Add that to the era
village
list
and
core.
consideration of,
That will
injured
go there.
So many people, it's starting to become a problem. Yeah, you really should stop nearly decapitating people. My neck still hurts.
That gag of her like just having the glowing eyes every once in a while is one of my favorites. I just love that so much.
You know what I love about the idea of her brother being nearly decapitated, or like there's been people who have been nearly decapitated in this town before?
Yeah.
You know what this implies?
What?
That medical science has gotten to the point where we can stitch people's heads back onto their necks.
I think it's more like healing potions, because later on in this episode, like Time nearly dies, and they just get her a healing potion or something.
Yeah, but I like to imagine things to the plotanium, as we'll
Oh
discover.
yeah, the plotanium.
Yeah, it's like it cancels magic, so they have to stitch their necks back together or something like that, just because. And it's like full Looney Tunes.
Yeah. The technology in this unit, like in the original, the technology is all over the place. So in the abridged, I just went all in, and I was just like giving them cell phones and like the internet and computers, just because like the writers clearly didn't care about the technology matching. So why should we?
Maybe just a few decapitations.
Also,
now.
there's the
Girls
name of the
will be
episode.
girls, after
A few
all.
decapitations.
Anyway, as I said, dear, no new
No new
magic.
magic, okay.
If I catch you using it, I'll kill you.
So yeah, this very first episode, I did not have a plan for the future, like of this series. I didn't have any kind of plans at all, because I was just making this as like a shit post, and then probably not going to make another one. But then we ended up making like the rest of the series.
Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest. Okay, so quick warning, people. If you're expecting to watch the video and we keep pausing it and you get angry, please go to the series.
Yeah, just leave. We're going to be pausing it every 3 seconds. But
yeah, because we're going to be making fun of this show because, you know, that's what we do at this point. And 2, well, we have so much to say and so much time to cover.
Yeah, there is like so much lore packed into these 13 minutes and 9 seconds. Like, it's ridiculous. So I did have a few ideas that I kind of put in there. One of which was I was trying to figure out why Sage would be afraid of using new magic, because in the show the reason doesn't make sense. So the first thing that I came up with was just her mother was a psychopath who like constantly threatened to murder her if she tried to use it. So that's why
Yeah.
she's so nervous about it all the time.
And if there's one thing I love when I voice Sage, it's my quote unquote acted nervous breakdowns, and it's not that hard. And the worst part is, if there's one thing I'm good at voicing, it's nervous breakdowns, and I'll tell you why. I have so friggin' many of them in my life.
Yes. Me too,
Dave,
after watching
like,
this show. This show did it to me. All right.
like Dave can confirm, and I think you've seen a few of them.
Oh, yeah. It was a while ago.
Breaking news, Lord Red, voice of
Also,
Sage
don't
has
forget your annoying
anxiety
chest pet,
attacks.
dear. It keeps eating all of our food. Anyway,
One subtle detail that I added that I don't think anyone caught or mentioned was every time Chompy flies, I added mosquito sound effects. Because I thought that was funny. And
remember, no new magic.
No
no
new
magic, no new magic.
Bye, Dad. Bye, brother. Bye, Sage's creepy mother.
And hello
Hello?
to potential death and dismemberment.
Yeah, that line is great because it's just them happily going to a place they know where they're potentially going to die.
Like,
They're
well, the
just
worst part is they
smilingly,
don't
we're
like,
gonna
the
go
worst
to a
part-
death camp.
Like, they
Essentially.
literally, they're over here thinking, we're going to go to a death camp. And meanwhile, us as the writers keep going, yeah, you don't know the half of it.
Yeah, you don't even know.
And here
Oh,
comes
by the way,
best part of
Sage,
the
we're gonna
abridged
run into
series.
your creepy incest cousins
Not
at
that.
Glengarth, are we?
Oh yeah, about that.
The Mentos theme.
The Mentos theme, it's a classic. Also, Sage's creepy incest cousins. The reason that's a line in there is because there's a scene where Sage says Anis's name and she's like cousin Anis, but it sounds like she's saying cousin and niece. So that made me think that like both of them were related, and that like racked my brain for a bit. Do 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 do. I love the Mentos theme so much.
I wouldn't. Okay, when I first realized what theme you were going to use, because every abridged series uses like some form of alternate, like, what is it, opening. I was curious, and then I saw this, and I died.
Yeah, I remember like we were trying to come up with what music to put over it, and I had a few ideas, and like I think I did the outro first. I did like the Reese's Puffs theme,
Reese's Puffs. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat
and
'em
it
up.
just fits so perfectly, like them syncing up with like the 1, 2, 3, 4, and
1, 2, 3, 4. Reese's Puffs.
yeah. So I just thought of the Mentos theme for some reason. Like we were going through, I think what like spurred it in my mind was in the Discord we were talking about like weird advertisement songs essentially, and I was just like, oh, Mentos, this will be perfect, and it fit just incredibly. So I'm gonna crank up the audio now. Here's the Harvest Dawn music. Fits too well.
Where did you get this music from? Like Wizard 101, was it?
Some of the music's from Wizard 101. This is from Oblivion because
Okay.
essentially just Oblivion NPCs meme.
You think they died on the way here?
Like how Rosemary just wants
hey,
them to
there they
die
are.
for some reason.
Well, that's good.
Oh my, are you girls okay?
Oh,
There's
Jesus.
me.
Ready for the
Here we go.
mosh pit, Shaka Bra?
Ready for the
Ready
mosh pit,
mosh
Shaka
pit,
Bra.
Shaka Bra.
You know what that's a reference to, right?
I don't remember. You told me, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it is a Life is Strange reference because I needed to get
Okay.
at least one Life is Strange reference in there. I
Ready
do love
for
a
the
good one.
mosh pit, Shaka Bra.
Ready for the mosh pit, Shaka Bra. That's such an incredible line.
If there's one thing that I think we definitely did, it's this nothing but humor incarnate in this episode.
Welcome.
Here we have Feb's incredible voice acting for Anise back before Jojo Man took the part. It's just, I'm kind of sad Feb's not doing it anymore because, like, Feb's Anise voice is so bad it's good. Like, it's fucking hilarious every time she.
So you can justify it by saying that Anise is always high on drugs.
Yeah, she's like always on something, so you can like barely understand what she's saying, and it adds
Like,
to the
she's-
humor.
So
of
I
it.
dropped
like, we all
in.
know
I
she
mean
steals
house.
from
Anyway,
our-
don't touch any of our stuff.
I was really good with sound effects for this episode in particular for some reason.
I mean, you're not that bad in the other episodes. How the fuck they get up here?
Like I'm not saying like the other episodes are bad sound effect wise, but I like put a ton of time into this one for no reason in particular. Like
Well, it's all
everything
about the first
else
impressions.
in this series is like everything's terrible except the sound effects. Like you can hear them like going from walking on wood to walking on carpet. Like you hear that?
Yeah, no, I hear
Sleep
that.
of food.
There's
Rosemary,
that.
makes no.
There's the classic line: "Sleep
If
of
only we
food."
can go back and add this was like the new joke of this is the canon line or something like that.
Yeah, actual canon. Maybe we should like make a remaster of this first episode at some point.
Like remaster the first 3 episodes or something like that.
Yeah, maybe. Like
No sense.
the running gag of Rosemary calling everything a food started
Are
here.
terraspheres of food?
Are terraspheres a food?
No. Whoa, they can make portals?
Portals.
Are portals of food?
Rosemary, you're concerning me.
I like that line because it implies that Rosemary started doing this right now. This is where it started. This is part of the start of that.
This is where the what are we calling it now? The demon of consumption starts
Yeah,
showing
the
its
demon
head?
of consumption.
Like it just activated at some point.
Yeah, like I made up the whole demon of consumption bit like on the spot, like because
And now
this
we've got,
wasn't
like,
planned out.
And the worst
So-
part is now it's like we've gotten to the point where we're thanks to Parnell's introduction, we're now talking about like the demon hierarchy, and now we've got
Yeah.
the demon lord Methagoth involved.
Yeah, the demon lord Methagoth. Like I made the lore after this episode. So, like I think I started actually making lore after the second or third episode because like the first it was after the second episode. Yeah,
I
where I
think it
actually
was
had a
when-
plan.
I think it was when Parnell's got introduced that we started ramping it up.
Yeah, like there's a lot I plan on doing that I can't get into because spoilers, but a lot of it originated from episode 3 and it was just me continuing on from that, but most of it's just like taking random bits from this first episode and trying to see how it can work any of this nonsense that I made
Basically,
up.
we're pulling a DBZ abridged where we just decided, fuck it, somebody's got to do it, and now we're in the actual planning stages because we didn't think we'd get this far.
Yeah, I don't know, I didn't think I'd get this far, honest to God.
I've never
Oh,
been
God.
around new magic before. My mom made all the new magic users in our village disappear.
Foreshadowing.
Do you think I can hold your terrasphere?
I wouldn't want to touch that if I were you, but
It's
okay.
foreshadowing.
That line right there has so much creepy subtext. The way she just says, "I wouldn't want to touch it if I were you," but okay, like
So there's one
what
thing,
what was she doing with that?
it's like, what did you do?
What did you do to this? Which
Here's
end
why
did
I
it
get-
go in?
Hence why I just said foreshadowing. Because holy crap. Wait, okay. I'll explain this in a minute. I'll explain after the fact, and I'll pause, and I'm going to explain in minute details what happened in this scenario when Dave here showed me the original clip to this.
Oh, what kind of stuff do you use it for?
You see, when Alora and I get bored at night, we take out our terraces and...
Sweetie, I don't think we should talk about this in front of
kills
children. Also, I don't think that one's listening. Good night.
Yeah,
That was the first demon noise Rosemary made, and I just continued doing that gag. The reason I continued doing it was because there are several scenes where Rosemary just like makes weird noises in the show, like she just yells or makes weird sounds, and every time she did that, I would just replace it with the demon growl, and it just became a running gag.
And the worst part is it works.
Yeah, it fits so well.
Rosemary. Rosemary.
Like that right there was a surprisingly good transition, I will say.
Yeah, that's like one of the few good things about High Guardian Spies.
No, that was my transition. I was
Oh, that was your
complimenting my own
transition?
word. Yeah, that was mine. I introduced that. But like there are like a lot of
you got
running
the-
gags that started in this episode that I just continued on, and I love that so much. Like the is sleep a food and stuff like that.
Is sleep a food?
Yeah.
No, the worst part is, like studios failed when they have like gold comedy material and they don't use it, and
Yeah,
a bunch
they
of,
just-
like just now graduated high schoolers and like college students are taking advantage of their blunder.
Yeah.
But this
Rosemary,
video
there's something very important I must tell you. What it is, Mama?
Okay, so the audio quality in this dream sequence is terrible. Like, it's just terrible. I don't know why. I forgot why. Because, like, everything else is a lot better than this, even though it's not great. But this one is just bad.
I want to tell you that I'll always be there for you, no matter what happens.
I hate that comment. It's so contrived.
Funny thing that I don't think anyone caught. The music I'm playing here is the tornado music from The Wizard of Oz.
Is it actually?
Yes, because I thought that was funny.
You fools! I am the demon of consumption. I've come for your souls.
It had like a little bit of reverb.
Yeah, I just love the yeet sound effect that she's throwing.
Yeet!
Don't worry, Mom, I'm coming. I'm sorry, Rosemary. Lavender Summer, no!
There was the start of that meme. Lavender Summer, no.
What throws me off the most about that is just why did Rosemary of all people say that?
Lavender Summer.
It's over, weak human. I've taken control, and you're both mine!
Rose, you aren't gonna start sleep stabbing again, are you?
Classic sleep stabbing.
It's up there with sleep strangling and sleep bombing.
Yes, the trifecta. I love, like, all of the subtle hints of, like, Rosemary's past psychopathy. Like, she's just, so every time she falls asleep, she's like a literal sleeping time bomb to the point where Sage thinks she's gonna wake up dead in the morning.
Oh, one thing that I actually do want to say about this is originally, what happened? It was like, Mama Sage, I had a nightmare. Or something like that. And it's like, the original line was like, okay, you can sleep right here, dear. But we scratched that line because
Mama Sage,
we feel
I had a
YouTube being YouTube gonna take that wrong.
Get over here.
And no, I'm not talking about YouTube as in the organization. I'm talking about the YouTube comments.
That was a good lip sync right there.
No problem.
What was it?
When Sage said, "Don't stab me in my sleep, okay?"
Yeah.
Matched pretty well. And then Rosemary's just like, "No promises." Like, she doesn't even know. Dude, I had a lot of Zelda music this episode.
I get to stab things.
It fits very well.
Okay,
ironically.
I will say, like, the episode picks up past, like, the 5-minute mark. Like, after they wake up in the morning, the episode just gets way better quality-wise for some reason.
It dopes up on, like, biker drugs.
Yeah, the reason I think it gets better is because I did the first scene. I did the scenes in order, so I did the first scene first, and then I waited a bit, and then I started doing the rest, and I was, like, learning how to do it as I was going along, so it just started getting better.
The flow got better. I'm still alive, thank God.
Ah, Linda, it's beautiful. I wish it finished rendering, though. That would be great.
That's a good one.
Yeah, no.
Violence, yay, violence.
Yeah, no, if only the background of Lingard didn't look like it was still on a storyboard.
Yeah.
This is gonna be my whole life, isn't it?
This is gonna be my whole life, isn't it? She was right.
She doesn't know the half of it.
She doesn't even fucking know.
Good morning.
It only goes downhill from here.
Okay, I will say, I love this edit right here. So in the original episode, like, Rosemary says, like, absolutely, and then turns to Sage. They give this awkward look and start laughing. I cut out the laugh. So they just, like, look at each other awkwardly, and then it immediately slam
I like
cuts.
to imagine Sage in this
okay.
episode
Anyway,
just realizes what she signed up for.
Yes, Rosemary, cookies are food. Very good.
That was also a good one. Yes, Rosemary, cookies are food.
Very good.
You were correct.
Yeah, we sell these all the time. Mostly, anyways. Homeless people.
Wait, what do you mean you sell these in alleyways?
Don't worry about that. Anyway, you should come downstairs. We have pancakes.
Bring my cookies back, you whore.
just it's like 0 to 100. The moment food is put in front of her, she needs to finish it. If she doesn't, like, she gets really
Rosemary
angry.
can be as calm as ever, but as soon as food enters the equation,
Yeah, she's suddenly a little gremlin. And
you
I
better
love it.
believe Rosemary will be angry squared.
I don't know. Okay, I don't know why this is weird to me, but why is Rosemary the one wearing socks instead of Sage? Because it feels like Sage would be the one wearing socks and Rosemary like just be barefoot in the middle of the house. It doesn't really. That's honestly, a small detail.
Honestly,
but, like,
I'm not gonna knock it. I'm not gonna knock Crunchyroll or the animators on that. That's not really that bad of a detail because let's be honest, it's like it changes between different people.
Yeah, and maybe they disappear between shots and we just didn't see it. Wouldn't put it past them.
We're too busy looking for everything else to be looking at their feet.
Whoa, this is great. They almost drew this.
They almost drew this.
Smell the pee.
I got so many comments about that line.
I feel weird.
Yeah, no, I saw so many lines quoting you can almost smell the P&Gs. It looks tasty. There's a scene later on that I have to draw attention to a certain comment. If Dave feels like it, he can go down in like the editing and like put it on the screen for all to see. But I have to put an attention to the comment, and we'll get to that later. Trust me. We're speaking of comments. I need to bring this up.
Give them the normal cookies, right?
We have normal cookies.
Oh god, here we go.
Okay, so a lot to say here. So I just love the concept of Anise being so used to selling weed cookies that she doesn't even think there are normal cookies in the house anymore. Like she has. Those like are normal cookies to her at this point.
Like, Aloe has a magic conveyor belt of like cookies being produced with weed.
Yeah, like Aloe and Anise are literally like the top drug dealers in Lingarth or something. They run like some weird kind of mafia. Like, that's why they have such a nice house.
Yeah, aren't they like in this version? Aren't they supposed to be like kingpins or something?
Yeah, they're like kingpin drug dealers. I just made that up because I thought Anise looked like a drug dealer.
They pay off the Lingarthian royal family to stay out of their business.
Yeah, the Prince of Lingarth, which does exist for some reason, and Rosemary apparently almost killed him. That's an interesting bit of lore.
Rosemary almost ate the prince, but that's a later thing.
So the reason this gag exists at all is because Nomad made an edit of Rosemary with like the high face, and I was like, I need to use this. I just have to. So if you don't know Nomad, he's the guy who makes most of my thumbnails and also a lot of edits for me. So shout outs to him. He's great.
He's awesome. He says nothing, but he's there.
He's there. Like it's so funny. And like the shit she says is like I had to get that joke in.
Oh god, here we go.
Woohoo, I'm free! Wee-hee!
Rosemary, slow down. Also, we're gonna be out for a while, okay?
Okay, so you can hear me make like a weird noise in that window, and it was a gag that I was planning on doing, and I did it in the second episode, and then I just kind of stopped because it happened too much. But like, there are certain scenes where the characters just sit still with their mouth wide open for no reason. So every time they did that, I was planning on just making that noise and just like having it play.
With the twin pigtail girl?
Yeah, the pigtail girl. She does it. That was before I knew she was a teleporting demon creature.
Yeah, like there's something going on with that girl.
What are we doing exactly?
Yo, what the fuck is that? It looks like a goddamn squirrel.
Okay, so in this episode, when that happened, we immediately decided that Rosemary had 3 personalities: Dumb Rosemary, Gangster Rosemary, and Demon Rosemary.
Dumb Rosemary, Gangster Mary, and Demon Rosemary. Those are her 3 states of being.
The trifecta of personality.
Yeah. So I will say there's a joke coming up like in a few seconds. My favorite gags to do are to take jokes that were in the original series and then alter them to make them actually funny. And this is one of those times.
We gotta follow it. Maybe it's got rabies.
Rosemary, I think you have rabies, to be completely honest.
Like, that's... In the original one, like, she says, maybe it's got rabies, and Sage is like, do you want rabies? And I changed it to just Sage going, yeah, I think you have rabies already. And it fits perfectly.
You beat the squirrel in that one.
Yeah. More Zelda music.
Sage, are crowds of food?
No, Rose, you can't eat people.
And here comes the first
I beg to differ. I've done it before.
Old Man Jones does not count.
he was already dead.
I love Old Man Jones.
So, Old Man Jones, that's a recurring gag that I refuse to explain, but they just constantly like refer to the Old Man Jones incident, and like we learn more and more info about it as time goes on, but we never get the full picture.
The Old Man Jones incident just becomes like the staple of what Rosemary is at this point.
Yeah, like at the start it was just like, oh, a guy who died, Rosemary tried to eat him, maybe? And then later on it's like, wait, was Old Man Jones secretly a spy? What's happening? And like there's just a ton of more info.
What's the lore?
What's the lore?
What did I tell you about bringing your sword into crowded spaces? You know what happened last time.
You never know, Sage. Crowds are like a flock of birds. They go down easy and they taste delicious.
That's another quote I edited because
I love that line.
Yeah, originally she said like you never know when danger might strike or something, and I changed it to her just like comparing crowds to birds because like some extra lore we find it in the shorts that she like once ate a falcon mid dive bomb, so she has experience like eating birds apparently, so she knows what she's talking about.
Besides, it's not like I'm gonna decapitate anyone or anything. That's ridiculous.
Foreshadowing.
Okay, this right here I think is the most intelligent gag in the first episode, and probably one of the most intelligent jokes I've ever done. Just having Rosemary just straight up cut time in half in this scene. This does so many things. So first of all, in the original, like she just nearly slices them in half and they like just move on like nothing happened. And this one, like she actually like goes through with it and cuts her, and it's like the perfect joke. Secondly, I cut time out of this episode both figuratively and literally because we did not have a voice actor for time and I didn't feel like doing it. So I just snipped her from the episode because she didn't need to be there. So that was before Pompous joined.
No purpose in this episode to begin with. So
yeah, she has no purpose here. So I literally just nearly killed her off, and that was her excuse for being removed from the episode. And like I think this was the moment when people were watching this series that they got hooked to it. In my opinion, I had a few comments about that.
When we actually went through with the idea of slicing time.
Yeah, like slicing
the
time.
The idea of playing Fruit Ninja with the elf.
Yeah, this is part of why. So, like, when I was originally like thinking of Rosemary's character, I was just like coming up with random ideas. Like, at first, I wanted to make her like really intelligent because I love either like whenever I like take characters from the show, I either enhance traits they already have to comedic extent or make them the exact opposite of what they were in the show. So that's like the two things I usually do with characters. For Rosemary, in this first episode, it really looks like she's a sociopath if you don't know the extra context. So I just like cut around that and just like make her completely insane, and it fits perfectly with the series. Because like,
what was Sage supposed to be in this?
I think I had like no plans for Sage, so I just like made Sage you.
Yeah, you based it on my personality.
Yeah, and it works.
Dour, cynical, nihilistic.
Yeah, just nerdy and nihilistic. Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, I believe I was the one that actually proposed that idea, where it's like with the captions that popped up in the beginning, it was like nerdy and nihilistic.
Yeah, and mine was dumb and dangerous, and she's still dumb and she's still dangerous.
You are so lucky healing potions were on sale today, Rosemary.
Meh, healing smealing. It's not my fault she couldn't dodge a single sword strike. You'd think an elf would have better reflexes. My necklace! It's gone, Sage! This is terrible!
You nearly got arrested.
If Legolas
that's
is
what
anything
you're
to
worried
go
about?
Yes, it had a picture of cheesecake. I love cheesecake. Cheesecake is delicious, Sage.
And like friggin' what's his face? Aster's death warrant was signed.
Yeah, Aster's death warrant was signed. So in the original series, Rosemary wants to lock it back because it's not just a picture of cheesecake; it's a picture of like her family and her mom with the cheesecake. In this one, it's literally just like a picture of cheesecake. The reason she has it is because she just likes cheesecake that much. That's why. And I think that's incredible, honestly.
That must be interesting if she ever goes to war, where she just like opens her locket and like everyone else looks at her and she's like, "I'll be back to you, my love," and like everyone looks at her like, oh, who's the special guy? That she shows a picture and it's just cheesecake. Like, can you imagine? They're in a dark and dour mood. They're like in a trench somewhere, and Rosemary's over here like whining over not being able to see her lost love of cheesecake.
Rosemary in the trenches is such a cursed image with the pink hair.
You know, she said, you know what's ironic?
No, we gotta find that necklace before.
Okay, I think right here, that's like a perfect example of like Sage being on the no-eat list. Because if she was not on the no-eat list, she would have died right there. Like, the moment she said that, she would have been gone. Rosemary would have just ate her.
Rosemary would have friggin' bored her.
Yeah, you do not disrespect the cheesecake.
You never know.
As Aster, again, we'll find out later.
Do I think the weird ferret creature tastes good? No. No, I don't.
I think we should go find out just one
Hey,
bite.
wait, come back!
Here comes the Pokemon.
That never ceases to make me laugh. Just
Are we
literally.
gonna do that with like every creature in the show, or are we just gonna?
Probably not anymore. I did it another time in episode 2, but like I was planning on having creatures just do that, but I kind of stopped. But I just Googled Gen 1 Pokemon sounds in chronological order and just took it and placed it on there and just started playing the sounds. So you just hear just him like rattling off Pokemon noises because this is literally just a Pokemon.
You get back
I
here
think this
right
is, like,
now. I
one of
need
the-
my
I think-
necklace and I need food so I
I
can
still
stop
think
thinking
that's
about
like one of the
cheesecake.
major things people
the
notice in
hell?
the comment section.
What's that?
I think the noise, the Pokemon noises, were like one of the major things that people kept commenting on.
Yeah.
Let he go. Oh, there he is. Get that motherfucker.
There's Gangsta Mary again.
It's Gangster Mary.
This ladder second.
That was a hell of a line.
I shouldn't have gone on this ladder second.
Yeah, and her going on the ladder second meant she get the small shadow treatment. It's only under her
Oh, yeah.
hands.
Yeah.
Come on, I just want to eat you. Is that so bad? Stop running away.
Here we go. The disrespect by that
Little-
Pokemon.
That's another really good edit right there. Just the lion noise and the eyes light up.
It's the greatest thing ever. If there's one thing I loved that episode 1 established was just the glowing eyes.
Yeah, the glowing eyes, yeah.
Wait, Rose! Can't believe I have to babysit this freaking socio.
Okay. Okay, I have to bring this up because I remember going down in the comic section and Dave, if you feel like it, you can like, if you want to go looking for it.
I think I saw
can-
it, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Where you just put it on the screen so that everyone in the world can see, because this has to go. I have to put more attention on this comment. So when I voiced this, I apparently said this in a quiet enough tone that someone somehow mixed up what I said. So what I said was, I can't believe I have to watch after this sociopathic demon. Someone in the YouTube comment section legitimately, and this is not to knock on them because it's hilarious and I got so much laughter out of it. Somebody in the comment section, I don't remember their name, said that they thought I said, I can't believe I have to handle this sussy baka demon.
Sussy Baka Demon. Oh my god.
I thought I'd seen...
What makes that even funnier is I completely forgot about that comment for a while, and I made a sussy joke, and it was directed at Rosemary. So
Yeah, no, and it's hilarious. I saw that comment and I'm like, I mean, and I listened to the audio while reading that comment and I'm like, holy shit, I kind of do.
Sussy Baka Demon.
That was
Not
the
running anywhere
light of
this
my
time.
life at that point.
Yeah, I like how Rosemary just follows with murderous intent.
Rosemary
Rose,
woke
I'm
up
sure
today
we
and
lost
chose
it. We
with
should just go
violence.
back home.
No, I need my cheesecake necklace, Sage. I need it right now.
I was so good with the sound effects. I don't know why. Okay, this is another edit I really like. So one thing that I try to do as much as possible is cut as much footage as I can get away with, because a lot of it's useless filler, and like the shorter it is, the easier it is on us to make it. So for this episode, there was a lot I could cut out because 90% of it was filler. So like here, I found a like clever way to cut out the whole scene with them like doing the weird energy mating ritual by just having Rosemary run up and just kill them all, just right there.
Look, there.
Good,
Wait,
well.
Rose, stop! Don't!
Die, monster! You don't belong in this world!
Subtle Castlevania reference.
Yeah. And when Nomad saw that, he freaked out. He was like, "Oh my god,
Oh,
Dave!"
hey, look, there's more.
Rose, you shouldn't.
Take this and that and this and that and some of this and some of.
Wizard
Sorry
101
I broke
music.
your necklace, Rose, but I think this blacksmith might be able to fix it.
I don't know, Sage. Do you think they're gonna call the guards on me like all the other stores did?
Only if you try to rob them, which you always do.
What, they expect me
Why?
to pay them?
Why in the world did we decide to make that sing song?
I don't know why, but it's funny.
I cringe every time I listen to it because it's like, why did I do that?
That makes it funnier.
I guess, but it's like, I don't know. I guess the artiste cannot enjoy the art.
Yeah. Oh man. Jesus.
I am the Vincent
So
Van
I had a
Gogh
lot of
this-
plans for this scene here.
No one seems to be around. I think they are closed or something.
Oh, wait.
The sound rosemary mix, so good. So I have to say a lot about Parsley. So when we were originally making Parsley, I was not going to be the one voicing her. It was going to be Satellite. But I realized that if Satellite did the voice, every episode would take 10 years. So I had to do it. And originally she was going to be Scottish, because Satellite can do a really good Scottish impression, but when I had to go do it, I was like, I can't do a Scottish voice. So there are two accents that I'm good at doing. It's either Australian or doing the like really country sounding voice. So Parsley's personality was either going to be Australian who doesn't give a fuck, or like a really nice country bumpkin. Those were the two options.
Country bumpkin in the middle of the city.
Yeah, it was like 50-50 on which one I was going to choose. So like originally I think I was going to make her like the country one, but I decided to like give up halfway because the Australian one was funnier. So we could have been in a timeline where Parsley was like country for no reason, but we ended up with the Australian timeline luckily, and I think that was funnier. But
Yeah, no, and it made way to make Australian memes all day.
yeah, the Australian memes. Like
Yeah,
my
like-
voice for her has changed substantially since this first episode, I will say
You're
though.
a bit green, ain't you? Name's Parsley. Hello, fellow Urbian. Do you think you could fix this locket
Hello,
for
fellow
me?
Urbian.
Herbian. I love that joke. I'm sad more people didn't catch on to it. I had someone in the comments ask me, like, what is a Herbian? And I was like, okay, they're named after herbs. So every time they run into another person who's named after herbs, they call them an Urbian, like they're part of a club or something.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. When I heard that, I thought we were referencing
Telling
the
me you
city.
broke this while hunting in the middle of a city? You two are a bit of a strange couple, ain't it so? So what were you hunting? Sure hope it's not people.
I don't.
Yeah, we love killing people.
I can relate personally.
Okay, there's the part where there was a cut joke that I was going to include, but I decided not to, and I uploaded it later on the channel. But I was going to have Rosemary respond with, "Don't you mean you can relate personally?" And just the scene ends right there with Parsley just hitting her or something. But I decided to have the rest of the scene play out.
Yeah, but the worst part is it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, it would not have worked, but
It didn't work. It
It's so-
did not work.
I don't know what you tried, but I don't think you did it right. But like here in this scene though, I will say one of my pet peeves when I rewatch this, I wish I did it differently, is Parsley's mic quality changes mid-shot and it's so jarring.
So are you the only one working here right now?
Well, we got my father.
Yeah, right there. When I heard
Yeah.
every time I hear that I cringe.
Yeah,
Forward,
like
and
it's
of course there's my 12 brothers. Don't even get me started on those little rascals. They're always getting.
Hi, Parsley. Over me, you little monster. Hey, Parsley.
Yeah, right there. I don't know why, but this line took me so long to do. I fucked it up like 40 times. And I couldn't say it. I don't know why I couldn't say it.
I don't.
So that's
know
why it gets
what-
cut off. I couldn't
I
finish
don't
it.
know. I don't know what the animators were doing, but for some reason they draw apart. Like there are points where they draw Parsley like annoyingly thick, and it annoys me.
Thickly. Oh, also her brothers are so creepy.
Hey, Parsley. Hey, Parsley.
Goombas.
Parsley. Oh, I don't
Actual
jump in the fire.
Goombas.
And stay away from all my swords. Hey, Parsley, who's the dumb pink lady? I'm not dumb.
Everyone who isn't a customer, get out of my sight. Don't make me get the larger hammer.
What does she do with that larger hammer?
I need
Also,
to know,
how larger is that hammer? Also, did she just break her wrist right there?
What do you mean?
Her hammer is like, what? How is she holding that?
It's possible.
Looks so weird. I guess she's super strong. Whatever.
It's cumbersome, but it's possible.
Is she? Yeah, in between shots, she's holding it backwards and then it's forwards. Oh my God.
Now we need to make a video where it's like we notice like joint location like that, and we just make like bone cracking.
It's bone cracking.
It's rough having 12 brothers. Are brothers a food?
Damn it, Rose.
I love I'm sorry, I love that reaction because I think I actually did put my head in my hand for that shot.
Damn it, Rose. Bit of a Jeff kind of.
It's like, damn it, Rose. Because, and the worst part is I'm a pro at that kind of execution because I do it unhealthily often.
I'm surprised Rosemary and Parsley made it through the scene without hitting each other once. Gonna be honest.
You fixed the locket or what?
Rose, chill out.
Based on your looks and the fact you have cotton candy colored hair, you're probably heading off to High Guardian Academy.
Racist.
Am I right?
That's harassed.
Are you racist against cotton candy colored hair?
Yeah. I guess I'll bring this up now, but it's a huge pet peeve of mine how Parsley's eyebrows are black. Like it's really weird because her brothers have blonde eyebrows, but she has black ones, and I think her mother does too. So I guess it's only for girls, but that's so weird to me because it looks so strange.
I mean, I would do a biology lesson. I don't want to bore our viewers.
Great, now get the fuck out of my store.
Just kicks him the fuck out.
Oh God, here we go.
Here comes the only bit of foreshadowing. I knew if I ever wanted to continue this, I would make this a joke, so I threw it in the very first episode. Because, I didn't know if I was going to keep making more, but if I did, I know I needed to set this up now.
Met this weird elf lady, and I stabbed her. Then we met this weird furry creature, then I stabbed it. Then we met this nice dwarven lady, but then I stabbed one of her brothers. She didn't care. She said her mom would just make a new one.
Right there. That's a good bit of foreshadowing for episode 4.
What was it?
So not many people caught this, but Rosemary says, I stabbed one of her brothers, but her mom said she would just bake a new one. Bake a new one, not make a new one. So that was basically setting up for the fact that in order to make kids, she literally just bakes them like cakes, essentially.
Also, everyone give Dave a round of applause for executing that line almost perfectly. Straight up at saying it at Mach 5.
Yeah, that line took a while, trust me. I was really bad early on with doing the lines quickly.
I stuttered way too much to deliver a line that quickly and that long.
Yeah. I've gotten a lot better at actually going through lines, but in the early ones, either I would stumble a lot or I would just burst out laughing, when I did the line of I want kill people legal.
Either someone dies or someone gets mutilated. Mostly both.
Oh, we don't get.
Oh, God.
Good night, children. Me and Anita.
Here's the scene that fucking killed me when.
Yeah, I remember you specifically said whenever you saw this scene, you nearly died.
I nearly died from oxygen starvation because it was so out of nowhere.
It just came out. It's not the only thing that came out of nowhere.
Shut the fuck up.
What do you think they're in a rush to do?
No idea.
You just hear them upstairs or something. Oh, this is another subtle thing I don't think anyone else pointed out. I'm playing the Jedi Academy music right now.
Are you actually?
Yeah.
How did you not get copyrighted from Star Wars?
Whoa.
I don't know. Okay, here's interesting. I think this is the only time in the series that I voiced Sage. Because when you made this noise,
whoa,
that was me. That was not you.
Yeah, no, it fooled me because I couldn't remember if I made that sound effect.
Yeah, that was the only time in the series that I voiced Sage, I think. Because the reason being is I think we forgot to record it, and I did not want to call you back here just to do that one
noise. You could have
noise.
called me back because that was probably the best time to do it during the summer.
Yeah, but yeah, we had a lot more free time to record.
Back when I'm not in college is the best time.
Yeah, the best time.
Oh, those walk cycles are janky.
A little bit of fourth wall breaking. Just those walk cycles are janky. I think there's 2 fourth wall gags within the span of like 10 seconds.
It looks so generic, but at least it's pink.
Better than our old school.
Yeah. We should probably get
I
away
love how
from this
natural that
PNG lamppost.
conversation
It's
is.
really creeping me out.
Yeah. What was their old school like? Did Pebble even have a school? Who knows?
It was probably, you know what it was? It was homeschooling.
Homeschooling. Oh god, poor Sage.
Yeah.
She's getting like a full blast
Sage
of old magic propaganda.
You know exactly Sage was like homeschooled for a few years.
Her mom is like a mixture of like a creepy cult leader and also like a full-on Karen who believes like the vaccines are coming to get us or something.
The government. What you gonna do when
I can't believe I'm
Obama
finally
comes
gonna get to
for
stab
you?
things that have people like me for it. This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Okay, right here, like near the end of the episode, there's like Rosemary sounds congested. That's because I recorded this while I was sick because I just needed to get this finished. So that's why she sounds so weird in this scene. But I like the idea that the reason Rosemary's fine with coming here isn't because she wants to be like a guardian or anything. She just wants to stab things and not have people get angry at her for it. That's her reasoning for wanting to be a guardian, which I think is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Maybe you should stab things that aren't innocent for once. It will be a real change of pace.
Sure, I've stabbed at least one bad person over the years.
This implies that Rosemary has gone on full-on killing sprees.
Yeah, like there's a short
Sage
where
gets so used to it and just so desensitized to the death that she's like, it would be a real change of pace.
Yeah, real change of pace. Like she's saying stuff like every time we go out, like she just stabs somebody every single time. So, like
I think it's like she either stabs, mutilates, or eats.
Yeah, she either stabs, eats, or just like thinks about eating at the very least. She's thought about it a few times if she's seen it, but
also I just noticed Sage doesn't even like look at Rosemary, and you notice like that little nub on her face that's supposed to be her nose.
Yeah,
Sage doesn't have it.
She no nose.
She's pulling a magic trick.
Yeah, there's a short where they're like at the train station and Rosemary just like for no reason just
the line.
Yeah, cuts the line essentially, and it's so great.
I only hope so.
I love stabbing things so much, Sage. It's great.
Well, maybe here at this school you learn not to stab everything you meet. There's more to life than just consuming and killing everything in your path. There are lots of adventures we can go on.
A
It's
lesson
gonna be
you
great,
will never
trust me.
take to heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like now.
Wait, Rose, he didn't mean to bump into you. Ah, man.
Before even entering the school, she's already got one on.
Rosemary's already claimed a student.
Yeah, already claimed a student. Like they need to learn the hard way. Like they need to learn the pecking order.
She's not even in school grounds for 5 seconds, and already she's already cutting heads off and eating them.
Yeah, she's getting like 12 or like a couple students within hours, according to Caraway, in like the third episode.
Yeah, no, wait, hold on. I just realized something. I want you to think about it for a second. Rosemary in the abridged series actively eats and kills people. Does that make her a demo knight?
Oh
Look
my
me
god.
in the eyes, Dave, and tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah, she doesn't have a shield, unfortunately. Beat him up, beat him up, beat him up, beat him
Written
up.
by Dave. Blame him for this.
Yeah. It's so interesting to see like the voice actor list so small. For this one, we had like 5 voice actors.
It was like among our D&D group, wasn't it?
Yeah, our literal D&D group. So the reason this happened was I just went into my D&D group one day and I was just like, "Hey, do you want to make High Guardian Spice abridged?" And everyone said yes. So that's why we're here. So
I've always wanted to be part of a bridge series of some sort, even if it is for a shitty show like this. And it's fun every moment of the way because a lot of the time, since me and Dave know each other IRL, like we live in the same neighborhood and everything, we spend a lot of time just coming up with jokes, and like character types for the different characters.
So much fun. One thing I will say about this is I screwed up here. Beans is the only person who gets a capital letter in their name. Everyone else. So Beans is just special. He just gets the special treatment for some reason, but everyone else is favoritism. for the slime
blatant
boy.
favoritism. We are not paid enough for this.
Yeah, so episodes 1 and 2 are both before we opened the Discord to the public. So we did not have access to a lot of voice actors. It was literally like 5 people and like one dude making thumbnails. That was our team, essentially. And like, so we've gotten a lot more now, and it's gotten a lot better.
And every single person, and I need to say this now, every single person that we work with in the future are a joy to work with.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're great.
Like, they are by far some of the greatest people I've ever met, and I think they've got things going for them.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do. There's some of them are really... I'm surprised that we got access to, like, such talented voice actors.
I'm surprised that we got this far to begin with.
Yeah, I'm surprised we made it past episode 1.
I'm surprised we made it past 10 subscribers. I'm not going to lie.
All right, so do you want to do episode 2 or call it here and do it later?
I can do up to episode 3 if we have to, if we can.
All right, I'm going to get episode 2 real quick.
Are we just doing this all in one video, or?
Yep.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are stuck with us for the next possibly hour.
Yep.
Our first hour-long video.
Okay, so already pausing. The Harry Potter music in this opening is so fitting. Someone left me like a paragraph-long comment about how the Harry Potter music being distorted like represents the series so well. It's like the subtext. The reason it's distorted, I think, is because I thought it would avoid copyright claims, and I think it worked. So it's good.
Until Warner Brothers kicks our ass over it.
That right there is one of my favorite gags. The school bell just being the Majora's Mask. There's a lot of Zelda references. Like, the thumbnail for episode 6 is literally, like, Link.
So one of the things, Dave, that I think we're going to have to establish now, because I'm pretty sure people are getting annoyed with every little thing we're bringing up. Let's try and not pause it, and we'll just try and cover large swaths after, like, maybe a minute.
All right.
Yeah, just so we don't, like...
With all the rumors on how dangerous the school is, I'm surprised they have railings on the stairs.
Why do we even have railings? Isn't jumping off the stairs faster?
Wait a minute, Sage, look!
I love that joke because Rosemary canonically just
Rose,
jumps
I
off
hope
buildings
to
a
God
lot
you're
to get down
joking.
them.
Why would I be
So,
joking?
She's
My
just like
mind,
jumping
so many
off
young
stuff.
Faces. I'm surprised so many people showed up after that incident with the last students. I'm sure these ones will make it through just fine. Half of them will be dead by the evening. We know.
Who
dead?
I love the old lady.
Make all the paperwork.
Why would I care about paperwork? I can't.
Okay. I know. So, if there's one thing I'm going to give High Guardian Spice for, at least the original, the friggin' old lady at the right end of the triad is like my spirit animal.
Yeah, she's kind of funny, I will admit.
She was like one of the few characters I liked. I think the other ones were Amaryllis and maybe Snapdragon because they were kind of decent characters.
Yeah.
They made watching High Guardian Spice a little bit more palatable.
Yeah, I will say this is the part where I just dropped the gag that Rosemary's illiterate, and I just continued that throughout the course of the series as a joke. I made it up on the spot, but I think it's really funny that she's the kind of character who's like insanely powerful, but the only reason they aren't overpowered is because they're so stupid that like they can't use their powers properly.
It's like Grog. It's like if any Critical Role fans out there, it's like Grog with Craven Edge. He's so stupid he doesn't realize how evil the sword is.
He's so dumb. I do not watch Critical Role. I'm more of an Acquisitions Incorporated kind of guy, but
it's actually pretty funny.
Yeah. Have you seen Inc.?
I haven't actually.
It's it's a really popular like D&D game. Like the lead rules designer for D&D 5th edition is their dungeon master. It's really fun.
I'll have to check that out later.
Yeah.
Rose, if you pass, I will be genuinely shocked.
There you are, you Wanksteins. I've been looking for you all day. Blonde lady, wee-hee! Fuck with those physics.
I think episode 2 is where
anyway,
fuck with those physics. This is the part where Parsley's voice got more developed.
Who are you? Okay, fine. Just interrupt me, you daft cuts.
Okay, so pausing already. This is the introduction of Pompous as Time's voice actor.
Another IRL friend of ours.
Yeah, I literally just rang him up, and I think the conversation went like, "Do you want to be in a bridge series?" He's like, "Okay, sure, whatever." And then we're here now. So that's it.
Yep.
That was the recruitment process. But
Yep, and this is when our crew started to grow.
yeah, the squad. So
the numbers expanded, our armies grew.
Yeah, so this second episode is a lot better audio quality wise, but I will say characters are really quiet in some scenes and they're hard to hear. And also Amaryllis's voice is terrible in this episode. So, which is why I started doing it, and then we got like a really great voice actor to do it later.
It's not like I have anything important to say. You're right, you don't. Now shut up, we have things to discuss. You have all signed legal death suit waivers and are now a part of High
Legal
Guardian
death
Academy.
suit waivers.
That is a joke I stole from JonTron. I will fully admit that. But he didn't say legal death suit waiver. He said wrongful death suit waiver. But so like the implication here is they just had these children sign a waiver that said you can't get mad at us if you die or something, or like had their parents sign it, which is funny because Rosemary doesn't know how to read, and she probably ate the paper, to be honest, and they just never checked. So
that or Sage signed it for her.
Or yeah, Sage signed it
That
for
you're
her.
willing to throw away your lives for something you don't understand gives me very little hope for your generation.
Since you probably didn't learn it on the way here, I will now describe
Please
what a
fuck,
guardian
let's be
is in
honest.
absolute detail. Man, I could...
Okay, so in the back, so there's several jokes where I'm just in the background talking, and you can't understand what I'm saying because it's so quiet or someone's talking over it. 9 times out of 10, when that's happening, I'm either talking about NFTs or reading a Wikipedia page. Here it's reading a Wikipedia page. Specifically, I'm reading the Wikipedia page for child soldiers as the definition of a guardian. So, she's
Dave,
just...
can you look in your DMs real quick?
Oh, yeah. All right. So we're going to take a quick break real quick, and I'll just
It'll
cut.
probably be like a jump cut for you guys.
Okay, jump cut ended. We're back now.
Good
So,
evening. Welcome back
let's
to
continue.
Hell, ladies and gentlemen.
I think we'll finish this episode and then call it, and then do some of the other episodes in later times. What do you say?
Either or works. It doesn't really matter to me.
All right.
I
So
really go for some cake right now. Or a sandwich.
the cake and then a sandwich.
Reading off that Wikipedia
If
article.
those ladies up there have any cake, that would be tasty.
Yeah, just like rattling off the Wikipedia page for child soldiers.
I think
And
I don't remember if it was in an episode or a short, but I remember in a later thing we did a joke where it's like I think it was like Rosemary zoned out again, and Sage was just like somebody was like reading off the Morbius Wikipedia page.
oh yeah, that was episode 6, I think. Yes, 6. And
If this goes anything like last year, half of you will be gone by the time the day is out. And I don't mean gone as in expelled, I mean gone as in fucking murder.
It is true
That worked
many
way too
students
well.
die on the
Yeah.
first day, but that
She
isn't
does
really
not
a
hold
problem
back.
for us. I mean, for you, it's kind of a big problem, but for us, it's not a very big problem. Regardless
Yeah.
of the potential for death, there's no need to feel nervous on your first day. Remember,
So the triad in the original are just horribly negligent, and the school is just terrible. And my reasoning for this in the abridged series is that they've been doing this for hundreds of years, and they no longer give a shit. Like they just don't care
It's
anymore.
like they're so fed up as immortals that at this point it's like one of those things where you're immortal. Why should you care? These people
Yeah.
are literal dust pellets to you.
Yeah, they're in the bored god phase of living. I guess they just don't care anymore.
It's like it's gotten to the point where I imagine they probably take fun out of what's going on in the academy usually.
Yeah, the old lady definitely does.
Oh, you know the old lady definitely does.
Yeah, but like the
Shit,
reason
she
all the
probably-
teachers
she
are like
probably-
sociopaths or underqualified is because the triad just hire anyone. They just don't care anymore.
Literally, I imagine the old lady watches what the potion master, the potions teacher does, like America's funniest videos.
Oh yeah, there's actually a line about that where the old lady says the potions teacher hasn't been killing enough of them or something. So,
Yeah,
remember to
So
have
that's just-
fun.
Man, what kind of bullshit? I didn't sign up to get killed.
I'm gonna die, and then my mom is gonna resurrect me, and then kill me again.
Parsley's face in this shot, so beautiful. It's like, yeah, you gonna die, you fucking cunt. Eat.
You got nothing on Australia.
Just probably just like thinking of sniper quotes. Just
Shut up, pussies. Now, you face your deaths like brave adventurers, and maybe the 4 or 5 of you that survive can work to bring me my tea every morning.
I love this.
That was another
Now
line
you
that
know
took
what
me
a guardian
forever.
is and what exactly they do. But why would you want to become one?
Getting the bitches, mostly.
Yo, we get bitches.
Yo, we get bitches?
One of Pompous' best
Guardians,
lines.
I kind of completely forgot. The Guardians are instrumental for protecting the nation from monsters, terrorists, and pretty much anything else we decided we don't like. Bullshit. We all know we just keep them around for decoration. Now anyway, y'all can get out of here. We don't like you.
Okay, I would like to point out that so far every line we've given that lady works way too friggin' well.
Yeah, it just fits so well. Just like her saying,
What are we gonna do?
bullshit.
There's no way we make it to the end of the day. We're all gonna die. Rose, don't you understand?
Another favorite gag of mine is just throwing in over-the-top cartoon sound effects at random times. I do that so much. It just always makes me giggle every time it happens. Just
Yeah.
like,
Well,
Yeah.
it's like when a show this bad comes around, you gotta take joy out of something.
yeah, I will say I like Sage's character development so far. Like early on, she's like a nervous wreck who like freaks out all the time, and like later on in the series, she's just like,
She's effectively become like what can only be described as like an animal handler.
yeah, she's been through so much.
Relax, Sage. We can make it through. We've gone through harder stuff before.
Yeah, you're probably gonna die. Sorry.
If you don't get the fuck
Time
to your
just comes in.
classrooms, I'll kill you. Do you understand, you little mongrels?
I love how okay. I have to point this out. So I'd like to point out that when the old lady says, "If you don't get out of here, I'll fucking kill you. Get out of here, you little mongrel." The other two just look at her in horror.
Yeah, they're like, oh, she'll do it. She's not joking. I'm just gonna skip forward to the Mentos theme. I love it, but we gotta go.
This is bad. This is very bad. We're not gonna make it to lunch at this rate.
Ooh, lunch. I can't wait for that. Do you think they're gonna have chicken?
Rosemary just has no concern at all. Well, this is why I love Sage and Rosemary's dynamic in the Abridged series. It's because Rosemary just gives no fucks about anything, and Sage gives all the fucks. So
Well,
it's like,
it's kind of like high school. You have people who are too dumb to give a shit, and you have people who's too smart to really stop giving a shit.
yeah, like, Sage is like nearly dying all the time, and Rosemary just like is so powerful she doesn't have to worry about
Rose,
it.
for the love
Sage
of God,
is
can you
literally
take this
me
seriously?
in
Come
high
on,
school
I
and
take lunch
college.
seriously. Shut up, you Langsteins. I can't focus with the yammer in my ear. If you want to pass, you're gonna have to stop being such massive pussies.
I think the
Guys?
development for Parsley was literally how
Do you
Australian
know
can
what
we
this
make her?
Yeah, how Australian can we make her?
Paper
What can we
says
get
I
away
can't
with
read
before
it.
the
I don't know
Australian
why
government
we
sues
write
us?
anyway. Why can't we just talk to everyone? I talk all the time. It's a great way to communicate. No need to waste trees.
You see,
That
Rose,
line.
that's your problem. You focus way too much on talking when you should be focusing on keeping me alive. It looks like you've got ethics first, which I don't, so that's a problem.
Oh, cool. Ethics. Wait, what are ethics exactly?
Don't worry, you're not gonna use them.
That's such a good one.
I love the way I delivered that one too.
It's like, you're not going to use them. Don't worry.
Don't worry
We're
about it,
pressing
you're not gonna
matters.
use 'em.
I wonder
They're
why
more
this school
important.
even has an ethics class. I hear they poison their own students. Why would they do that?
Some
It makes
foreshadowing
no
there.
sense. This whole place is just a mysterious nightmare.
What's that?
Yeah, some foreshadowing that line about poisoning the students.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it's really funny that this school has an ethics class at all. Like, there's some serious irony there, because like it's so unethical.
Listening
don't
to you two
understand.
banter. Now, that's a real nightmare, I'll tell you what.
Par, what do we do?
All right, listen, if you want to
Par,
live
par.
through this place, you're going to have to learn to be a
Par.
ruthless monster. Like your friend Rosemary over there. She is a dangerous...
Okay, that joke. I do that a lot too. There are several shots where the characters just sit still, stare at the camera, and blink weirdly. And it happens so often that I would just start adding like the cartoon blink sound effects.
You know what's kind of ironic about this shot right here?
What's that?
That is probably the best standing still shots they've ever done.
Yeah, it looks way better than a lot of the other ones. But yeah, also, if people haven't noticed, the naming convention for the episodes is I name the episodes after lines in them. So Parsley just said like Ruthless Monsters, which is the name of the episode. And I think this is probably one of the better named episodes for the Abridged series, because it like ties in so well with the stuff that happens within it.
Trust me,
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
work out for you. Ah, shit, that's the bell. Okay, I gotta go. Remember, ruthless monster. Give
Give 0 fucks. I'm gonna die, aren't I? This is it.
Yes.
Relax, Sage. You
Yes,
survived
Sage, we
hanging
are
out
going
with
to
me,
die.
and I'm probably the most dangerous thing in this school by a mile. You'll be just fine.
You have a point.
Well,
So there's a catchphrase for Rosemary there that happened completely unintentionally. It became a catchphrase because I said it so much and I just didn't notice. It was just Rosemary going, "Relax, Sage." Like she says that so often. like
Like everybody do a drinking game. Take a shot every time Rosemary says "relax, Sage."
yeah, just like relax.
You will be
I'm
dead by
thinking
the.
I think
you
I
will be
might
dead.
want to do a short where it's just like Sage having flashbacks to like the most horrible things Rosemary has done, and she's just constantly saying, "Relax, Sage."
Like relax, Sage is the prelude.
Yeah, just relax, Sage. But yeah, I think this is another scene that shows that Rosemary genuinely cares about Sage because she tries to cheer her up.
I gotta go to ethics now. I don't know what it is. I hope it's tasty. Very hungry.
There was the teleporting pigtail hair girl. Freak.
She doesn't stop showing up.
Those kids look kind of tasty, but I don't know if I want to go there yet.
Spreadsheet wasn't here again.
Give me a pencil, Ginger.
I'm gonna give it back.
Okay, do you want to explain this? Or you want me to explain it?
You go for it.
Okay, so throughout this episode, because once again we were short on voice actors, we had a very fun idea of me and Dave here did like side characters. So in episode 2, I think I did a majority of the side characters that actually get like lines in this. And
yeah, I think so.
So I don't know what compelled me to do it, but I did it anyways because why not? I kind of treat it so in this scene, the character that says "Give me your pencil, Ginger," is my horrible attempt at attempting to imitate the Sicilian mob accent. And I don't remember why I did it. I don't remember if Dave here put me up to it or if he like just said do a voice and I just did whatever came to my mind first. I don't remember. But all I remember is there were voices that I've done in this episode specifically that I did not think was possible. And I think
how come the teachers
here comes the next one.
Hold on. This is a little contentious. So it's debatable whether or not Rosemary is saying this line or a student who just has my voice is saying it, and I'm never going to clear that up. So I'll leave it up to viewer interpretation. But the line she says here.
Oh damn, she kind of bad though.
She kind of bad.
She kind of bad. Was that a reference to the Mortal Kombat meme?
No, I think it was. Oh, God, I got it from somewhere. I don't remember where.
It had to be the Mortal Kombat meme because there was a meme where I don't remember who, but somebody was like, "Oh, she kind of bad though," and it turns out to be one of the male characters.
Oh yeah, no, that was it. That was it.
Greetings, class. I am Miss Deviant Art.
Miss Deviant. Oh, here it comes.
Step on me, please.
Now, one of the most important things to being a guardian is ethics. You know what?
I love the name I just came up for her, just Miss Deviant Arts, and that's the official name. I even, like, in the credits, because someone else voice acted her later, in the credits, like, in the description, I just have her name, Miss Deviant. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Looks like we're having some errors. Jump cut. So, yeah, we had some errors with the site for some reason. I don't know. This is our first time doing this, so forgive us.
Ethics are, right? Our
ethics of food.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. You got some learning to do.
Hold on, wait,
Luckily
here's the
for
question.
You, they invented textbooks just...
Yep.
Hold on. Did we?
Now, one of the most important things to being a guardian is ethics. You know what ethics are, right?
Hold on. There it is. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
While we can. Oh, damn, she kind of bad, though. Greetings, class. I am Miss Deviant Art.
Step on me, please.
There it is.
Step on me, please.
Step on me, please.
Love that one. There is an animation error that I noticed in this scene. It's when there's like books and stuff on Rosemary's desk, but when the books get telekinesis in, the books on her desk like vanish, which is
ethics. You know what ethics are, right? Our ethics.
That kid in the back is so derpy.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. You got some learning to do. Luckily for you, they invented textbooks just for this scenario. Don't rip books, my worst enemy, next to lizards. Luckily, there's no
Gone.
lizards in here.
Gone.
What's inside?
Vanished to the ether.
Frickin' moron. Now I have 2 things to eat. All right.
Yeah, I love how Rosemary hates lizards but wants to eat them. It's like, Rosemary, you want to eat that lizard? I thought you hated lizards. Oh, I like eating them. That's one way I let them know that I hate them.
Playing around. Now we get to start an animal fight club. This is my favorite.
I love that line so much. Now it's time to start an animal fight club. This is my favorite part of ethics class.
Watch this magic. It's awesome, right? And this one good, and this one into a spiky demon. Perfect.
More Pokemon noises.
So pathetic. Reminds me of my last 10 husbands.
Last 10 husbands.
So scared when the spikes come out, I tell you.
So is the demon part of polygamy?
I think she has them and kills them.
Pink puffball girl, are you paying attention, like, at all?
Nomad made this edit, and I love it so much.
It's a great edit.
Such a powerful one.
Disgusting.
Notice how these animals are completely within my control. If you're the one in control, you decide what's ethical. I want you to remember that, class, because that's going to be on literally every single test.
Someone commented about how that speech creeped them out, and that was what I was going for. Dretch is like people. I think people don't realize how much Miss DeviantArt is like a total sociopath. Like one of the things I was going for is that like a majority of the teachers are like sociopathic in different ways. So I made like all the characters like just most of them are just terrible people.
Like you have the potions teachers, as we're about to discover, who's a complete and utter murderer with poisons. You have Dretch here, who is probably the kind of person who would manipulate you from behind the scenes on Twitter. And Caraway
is ironically the most competent teacher in this entire school in the Abridged series, which is funny when you think about it. But like I made him I needed one teacher that wasn't a complete sociopath, like, and that was it.
Total asshole.
Yeah, he was the perfect choice, I guess.
Will be salami.
There's that foreshadowing line. Soon he will be salami. Also, I like this transition.
Nobody
talked about
that
for a while.
Oh, hey, you're that girl Rosemary almost decapitated. Sorry about that.
Please don't talk to me, ever.
Here comes Feb. Oh boy, my favorite. But like, it's funny how I made, like, I had a lot of Harry Potter references, obviously, and I made his class Defense Against the Dark Arts, but I made him change the curriculum without authority and just make it a gender studies class. Which
you know what's bad about that joke too?
What's that?
You know that's what Umbridge basically did in the actual Harry Potter
Oh
series.
God. There was another joke that I was planning on doing involving that, but I cut it because it was going to be in episode 7, where there's like an opening scene that I completely cut where Rosemary first meets Aster, and Caraway is like rolling a bunch of dice, and I really wanted to include the line of him just like rolling them and going, "What gender am I going to be today?" And just rolls them. But I decided to cut that. that would have been kind of funny.
1 through 5, I'm a man. 6 through 10, I'm a bitch.
we'll let fate decide.
Out of the way, whores. You're blocking the doorway. Fucking asshole.
This is gonna suck.
This is the most emotion we've ever gotten out of Feb.
Yeah.
So, for context, everybody, we know we've brought it up before, but for an idea, this pigtailed bitch, for some reason, just keeps showing up everywhere.
Yeah, she starts teleporting all the time. It's wild. It's not noticeable in this because I cut certain scenes out where she teleports, so you don't see it. And I did not do that intentionally. It just like sort of randomly happened. But it's so funny.
There's one thing we did. It's help improve the consistency.
All right. Good.
Okay.
All right, where do we begin, Dave?
Where do we start with this? So, this is a gag that I had planned out after episode 1.
Like from the get-go.
Yeah, like the way it started was Nomad, I think, made an edit of like Caraway with the flag as the shirt, and I was like, I wonder if I could do this in video. So I did some experimenting, and I found out I could get it to semi work. So as soon as I figured out, I was like, okay, I need to make this happen. So I decided to just take it and then just put it in there, and it has been a nightmare for me actually adding this in because of the editing software I use. In order to do it, I have to like do a bunch of complicated stuff, and it's really annoying. But I think it was well worth it because this gag is just too great. It's just too good.
Before we unpause, I do want to point out, and this is a little funny tidbit for everybody, because I did get to see Dave doing his editing magic a few times during the production of episode 2. In the editing software, you can see how, like, in the clips where Caraway is involved, and it involves like his trans flag suit, all throughout the bar that shows the clip, it's nothing but the trans flag.
Yeah, it was just like the trans flag.
That was the only way that was going to work.
I'm glad no one checked my photo history and was like, why do you have like this in your photos? Are you doing something? I'm like, no.
Can you imagine if your parents just decided to like search your phone?
Oh god. Dude, my camera roll is literally just like 5 million High Guardian Spice clips at this point. But like, so when I was doing episodes 1 and 2, I was going between 2 different like editing softwares. This was edited on a different one because it was doing this better, but I don't use that other one anymore. But yeah, it was just obnoxious, but I think it was well worth the effort.
Morning, everyone. Hi, I'm Professor Caraway. I'm your gender studies teacher. It's a pleasure to have you all in my class. Love to see you all here. Now, you're probably wondering, isn't this defense against the dark arts?
I think we've made Caraway a lot better
but I changed the curriculum. I think learning this is more important than
I got several comments that are like, he's literally wearing the flag and this is somehow less preachy. Yeah, like again, like as I said before, I like to take like character traits and just exaggerate them as much as possible. So like Caraway's entire character is just that he is trans, and they have him like say that into the camera directly. So I was like, how can we take it the next step? How can we make it even more direct than they did?
How can we make it more direct but at the same time more funny?
Yeah, so I just did this, and so yeah, so honestly, we're better at representation than High Guardian Spice is.
Because when we shove it down people's throats, we at least like to give them a little bit of waxing with making it funnier.
Yeah, when we shove it down their throats, at least it actually tastes good. So
yeah, exactly. Oh god, if people are gonna take that out of context.
Yeah, don't take that out of context, please.
It's the fucking internet. They're going to do that.
But yeah, so yeah, honestly, it's 2021, and I think, or 2022, and High Guardian Spice needs to evolve with the times. They're so behind.
Whatever the heck that other class.
Okay, we're so next level with our representation.
We gotta cancel them on
Twitter.
Twitter
On
now.
the down low, so not many people know about it, but it's my defining character trait.
I think we kind of figured that out because of your clothes and all.
No shit.
Oh my god.
Like that.
The Feb's voices.
Now that young lady is profiling. Very
profiling.
In the future. Now anyway, we're gonna
Man, this class is so
No, that young lady was
profiling.
profiling.
Going through something similar. Hope not. It was super awkward. I don't hope there's a cat staring at me. Look at that thing. Why are its teeth piss yellow? Like, get a fucking toothbrush. God damn.
Now remember, class.
So there's Satellite again doing amazing voice work for no reason.
Last time you're ever going to hear him.
No, because he voices Parsley's father in the 4th episode, I think.
Oh,
so,
not the last time. And also he did a short with Parsley and what's his face?
No, he wasn't voicing in that. That was me.
He wasn't?
Nope. Yeah, I voiced Moss Phlox after this episode. But,
okay, I'm thinking about this episode. Never mind. That was a whole other thing.
Yeah.
You can't leave until you.
Here we start the joke of Parsley just being able to forge anything.
You all understand?
And finished.
You've already. Oh.
That was incredible. Can you forge me new
Here I am again.
That's cool and
Can
all,
you
but
forge me your
it's not 2
parents?
daggers. If you made 2 daggers,
Nailed
I'd
it.
really be Oh, can you forge a hammer?
Done.
What about a sword?
Done.
Is there anything you can't forge?
A reason to give a fuck?
I hate children so much.
I love that fucking face.
Yeah, there was a callback to that in the newest short as of making this video where Rosemary's like, "Can you forge me a reason to give a fuck?" And Parsley gets angry, and someone left a comment that was so funny. It was like, "Can you forge me a reason to give a fuck? You know that's the one thing I can't forge." You.
Remember, class, old magic is for pussy.
The horse
and we don't
teacher.
tolerate
Jesus
any
Christ. Okay,
pussies.
so I had no plans for this horse teacher. I made up every single line she said on the spot. There was no scripting, no nothing. I just made all that up. So I just made her like a freak. Like she's literally a freak.
I remember we were talking about this character when we were making episode 2. And we ended up dying laughing because you told me that this was a woman, and I went, like the Lorax, that's a woman.
Actually, I don't think this is a woman. I think she's like, or I think they're a different gender because I don't know. I don't know the lore, but I don't think they're actually. I'm not sure, but still, it's still funny.
In this classroom,
Just
only horses. Horses.
Oh no.
You can hear the fan and
Seems like all the old magic users are going to be in quite the bind.
Feb's
It's a
fan.
good thing there are none
This is
around
the one
here,
episode we got any
right?
emotion out of
Wait,
Feb.
but I'm an old magic user. Pretty sure I told you this off screen. Were you not paying attention?
Told you this off screen.
For the love of... Why is everyone I insult so dense today? Grow some brain cells.
Alright, get out. You don't want to be in here when I get my horse on.
You don't want to be in here when I get my horse. What does getting your horse on mean?
I don't think we want to know.
Okay, still alive. Making good progress. Sorry, my bad.
Hey,
Rose!
There's another what it is, mama. Also, I forgot to comment on the first what it is, mama in the first episode.
Our famous YouTube channel phrase now.
Yeah, I will never explain where that joke came from, but
we just kind of did it.
not exactly. Because that joke originated before the first episode was made, but like in the first episode, it's in the dream sequence. She asks the question, "What it is, mama?" Because it's her mama, and she's asking what it is. But here they just say what it is.
She just kind of says it to everyone.
Yeah.
You have no idea the struggle that I went through. I had to sit through an entire ethics class. It's so boring. They don't even let me eat the class pets. Like, why are they even there? Sage, are you okay?
No, I'm not.
Ha, losers.
Hey, personal space.
I love the sound her hair makes.
Here comes the best line.
Yeah.
Like the
Personal
best
space.
exchange.
Your bloody hacker can be seen from Saturn. Trim that before you lecture me, skank.
Hey, what the fuck did she just say to me? All right, that's it. I'm gonna kick her ass. Come on, Sage, let's jump him.
Gangsta Mary has made an appearance.
She was
again.
literally ready to just jump these two.
She was ready. Like she was ready to claim more victims right then and there.
Yeah. If Sage didn't say no, Amaryllis and Snapdragon probably be dead right now. But
yeah, the only reason that Amaryllis and Snapdragon are alive is because Sage. No, I'm good.
Yeah, so I think I re-recorded this line because originally what she said was like I think something like she called Sage her keeper and she was asking for permission to kill them, and Sage was like, no, not right now. But I changed the line to her wanting to jump them because I thought that was funnier, and that's why Sage's response is like,
I'll allow them to live for now. Just try and stay off battle mode until then, all right?
Yeah. I love that statement because Sage knows that if she tells Rosemary to kill someone, Rosemary will do it.
No hesitation. And the best part about that scene is we had so many people in the comments section like deep diving into that statement, like giving on full mini essays about it. And the fact that we got people that legitimately do that put a tear in my eye because I was like, bro, this is like minimum effort abridged series, and we've got people doing like deep lore dives.
Yeah. To be fair, I do put more effort in later on, but
Come
Here
on,
it's
Sage. There's a bunch of kids here. I'm sure no one will notice if a few go missing. It'll be fine. Besides, I hear the teachers are already killing off some of the students, especially the potions teacher. That one's completely insane. She's a psychopath. Walking into that class is like walking in your grave. She'll mutate you, and then poison you, and then eat you, and then do all sorts of terrible stuff. That's like your worst nightmare. Yeah, I'm lucky I don't have that one.
Oh God, why is this a required credit?
So that line right there was changed. Originally, it was like referencing like school programs or something, but I decided to cut it because like that's different everywhere, and I didn't want to confuse people.
And that is how Old Man Jones died. You like that one, right?
Stayed the same.
Yeah, Rose, I was there.
There was another Old Man Jones reference.
What do you mean? There weren't any scars. It was just one big gulp. Just like that, he was gone. Gets me every time.
You sure did. I saw you do that. I'll never forget seeing you do that.
She's just been scarred. Also, there's a girl using telekinesis right there, just casually, and that kick is jank.
No. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to point that out. That bitch got kicked in the eye, and nothing happened.
This is a classic scene.
And it's not even like middle of the foot or middle of the boot. No. It's the friggin' heel.
Yeah. So this is a part where I'm going to like loosely shout out 12 who did an abridged series before even I did it. He abridged this scene, and it's so funny. Like the jokes he makes during it. He's like, "Why are we so badly animated?" So I had a bit of that in there.
So weird. I can't even focus right. Fuck me. How am I gonna make it through potions class?
Relax, I've got a strategy.
Pots! Rose, what did I tell you about Oh, you mean Rose.
Oh my God, it's so cool. Can I buy one take that one?
I don't know what I was doing with my voice there.
Oh my God.
Rose, were those words that just came out of your mouth?
Okay, this right here, I had to change this because if not, the video was going to get taken down for copyright because I had the original song Dance Till You're Dead over this, but it didn't work, so I just got a MIDI for it, which doesn't work as well, but it
still
fits.
Works,
yeah, it fits well enough.
I wish we had the lyrics.
Yeah. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh my God.
The animation then got so bad the whole planet exploded. I like how it's just she's Australian, so she can do that. That's my favorite. She can just, like another one of my favorite gags is just giving people like random superpowers for no reason. I think that's hilarious.
What stereotype they've got.
Yeah, I just like randomly throw in a superpower.
Rose is like this stupid, eternally hungry demon. Sage is apparently like some form of dark lord, and as discovered in one of the shorts with 1-2 buckle my shoe.
1-2 buckle my shoe.
And Parsley's just God, apparently.
So are we going to talk about the fact that the planet blew up? No? Just me? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the idea that there are like huge world-ending catastrophes that are like happening all around these people, and it's just like a normal Tuesday for them. Like the planet blows up every week, every time like little Billy across the street blows up a star or something, and they're like, "Oh no, not another one." This is such a minor inconvenience.
Here we go.
It's the power of new magic for you.
And here comes possibly one of my best scenes.
Yeah, this was a really good scene for the abridged series.
Don't panic. You might have to kill everyone in the room. Parsley said.
Yeah, she's like thinking about what Parsley said, and it's like getting to her.
Ruthless monster.
Right,
Ruthless
everyone,
monster.
Settle down.
Here she comes.
People think my class
Here
is
comes
dangerous.
the potions teacher.
To dispel this, I've given you all some delicious tea. It'll be a drink to die for.
Oh no, my dress.
Okay. I'd like to point out that irks me because there's being a bully and then there's just being a bitch.
Yeah, Amaryllis. Okay, as much as I like Amaryllis, in the first episode she's kind of terrible, but she gets way better later.
Yeah, no, like she just does that for shits and giggles. Like, yeah, a bully does that, but the thing is, it feels so blatant.
Yeah, out of place.
Yeah,
if you're gonna have them be like a total like douche, like add it like cartoonish douchebag for no reason, have them go like way further than just knocking T over. Like imagine if Amaryllis just like pulled out the terror sphere and just like shot her in the back with a laser or something.
Yeah, no, like okay, I've been bullied before, and these bullies that I've had to deal with are a hell of a lot more subtler than just spilling tea on someone's knee in the middle of the classroom.
Tea. Funny.
What are you all waiting for? That tea is so delicious it'll knock you dead.
Please shut up.
Just drink it, okay? She seems trustworthy. Ugh, this tastes like poison.
Ah, fuel for the British.
Fuel for the British.
I lied. It was poison. Gasp! How could we have seen this coming?
How could we have seen this coming?
For that. Like, how telegraphed do I have to make it? Oh my god! This is bullshit. Killing kids isn't very progressive, you know.
I love that background line. Killing kids isn't very progressive. That's such a great. I was planning on having.
Oh shit! Time to pull a bunch of alchemy skills out of my ass.
So yeah, she just does that. Okay, this is part of Hakone's lack of a character in the early episodes. I just literally made him a walking Cobra Kai reference.
Remember, balance is crucial. If a man can't stand, he can't fight.
Is that an actual line from Cobra Kai?
That's one of. So basically, in the third Karate Kid movie, Terry Silver, one of the main villains, has like 3 rules, and one of them is if a man can't stand, he can't fight, and that's what the reference is.
Okay. Did you just read my mind? Yeah.
Okay, so right there, that was so the whole gag of Parsley being able to read minds stemmed from me making an error in that scene. I had Rose say a mental line, and Parsley responded to it, and I was like, wait a second, what the she can't read minds, or can she? And then I just gave her the ability to read minds because I really wanted to do the joke. So there you go. That's why that happened.
Man, these kids are fucking ugly. Goddamn.
Right, I just need to add a little bit of frog piss.
I miss my mom. Now.
So I went with the joke that the potions are the ingredients for them are really bad, so you just don't want to drink them. They're just the worst things possible. I'm gonna throw in some cyanide to make this potion work.
Here's some frog piss.
Yeah, and the music in the background is from Kirby Air Ride, in case anyone's wondering.
The kids, you can give up and die whenever you want. It's your choice. We're not monsters.
I was planning on making this a JoJo reference, but I just couldn't fit it in.
Jane is back, you old whore.
Young lady, language like that will not be tolerated in my class. You could end up with detention.
How can I get detention if I'm dead?
I figured it out. The secret ingredient was asbestos.
That's a good one.
Asbestos.
Juice lady, please save our souls.
You are lucky I'm merciful.
Fine, I'll drink your juice.
I'll drink your juice, juice lady.
Well, what do
Thank you, Magic Man.
Thank you, Magic Man. You saved us.
So are we besties now?
Oh wow, you actually survived. Everyone else didn't. This is a shock. Well, we'll be doing the same thing tomorrow. See you then. You're a bitch.
What did you do last hour?
There were a bunch of dragons. I ate them. They were tasty. Oh, gee, why are there so many left? I was hoping for a clean house. Now we gotta teach
clean house.
Can never finish the job, that potions teacher, I tell you what. Hey, you two, wake up. Congratulations for surviving your first day. You made it through, and we're very proud of you all. It's wonderful to see how well you guys persevered through these harsh trials and tribulations.
Persevered.
Nah, they ain't seen shit yet, dog. Anyway, we hope to
They
see
have
you
not
all
seen shit
tomorrow
yet.
for another day of fun, learning, and horrible mutations.
So we're not gonna die?
Oh, well, I didn't say that. You survived.
Yeah, no, I did not say that. You're putting words in my mouth there.
Yes, tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow. Anyway, bye.
Okay, that joke right there of the Mega Man teleport sound, I have to give a special thanks to someone in my Discord called Young Mecha. He was the one who gave me that idea, and I totally stole it. So, thanks to him for coming up with that joke.
Congratulations, everyone! Are you all excited to be a part of High Guardian Academy? Fuck you, man! I almost died! Okay, I guess not.
That was a joke I really wanted to do. Like, Caraway comes up and it's like, hey, you guys excited? You having fun time after they almost died in the last scene? So, of course they're not going to be happy about it.
His clothes are weird.
You're one to talk, Rosemary.
But yeah, I'm an idiot. What's his excuse? Oh dear lord, she's unlocked self-awareness. This is concerning.
Well, I failed to be a ruthless monster, but I think I finally figured out what a guardian actually is.
Yeah,
wow,
for anyone wondering what a guardian is, the real guardians are the friends we made along the way.
So cool. Is it edible?
Literally.
I hope it's edible. Please tell me it's edible. I think she's trying to say it's about helping other people.
Yeah, you people need a lot.
Yeah, he's really quiet in this scene.
I don't need help
Yeah,
doing
that's
anything. I ate a
both an
whole
audio
dragon
issue
today,
and
and I
just
didn't even
our
need
friend
to
is
use it.
naturally
You're
quiet.
by far the dumbest person I've ever met, and you're gonna die alone.
Ladies, calm down. Why don't we take a page out of Sage's book and not kill everything in front of us? What do you say to that?
Mm-hmm. We're learning things. School does work.
Yeah, I learned what ethics are. Yay.
I fucking hate society so much.
What kind of food is a society?
Oh, you fucking joking.
What kind of food is a society?
1, 2, 3.
3, 4. So I'll respond to Rosemary's last question the same way Sage does later. It tastes a lot like Privilege Rose.
Yeah, no. So I think that's episode 3.
That's in episode 3. So yeah, that was our director's commentary, I guess you could say, for episode 1 and 2. We're probably going to do more of these later if we find the time. I'd like to thank all of you for watching, and any final comments, Mr. Dredd?
Yes, actually. So, once again, thanks for watching, and I will say this now: it is amazing that we've gotten this far to the point where we have to do a director's commentary, because I don't think we've actually ever done anything like this, and I'm pretty sure it'll show in the video.
Yeah, we're noobs at this one.
Yeah, so y'all will be able to see our dumbasses pandering to whatever we can through and just going through for the first time doing a director's commentary. So for all you know, you probably didn't get any really useful tidbits, but I'm going to completely sell out now and say subscribe.
Subscribe to Guardian HQ. Remember to hit the like. Join our Patreon, which doesn't exist yet. And also, there's this new mobile game, Raid Shadow Legends, I want to tell you about. Yeah, I am surprised we made it this far. I did not expect this series to go anywhere, and it went a lot of places.
Yeah, no, like, I think, hold on, if I look at the sub count right now, we are currently
very close to 10K.
Like 9.41K subscribers. We are nearly at 10.
We were nearly at 10K.
With that in mind, I'd like to thank everyone on behalf of everyone at the team in Guardian HQ. Thank you for coming. Thank you for giving us your time. And also, thank you for the entertainment comments, because God knows I'm not watching the videos. I'm going in to see what new comments are in the section.
Hey, Sage, are comments a food?
God damn it.